I'm just trying to get by. I don't know how you do it. Trying to keep you off my mind. I can't hold to it.
You know, I had no business even making this video in the first place, but seeing as how I can't keep a phone for more than a year without breaking it, I had to go out and buy the Pixel 2. So with my misfortune, I'm able to give you a new video for the Pixel 2 unboxing and a quick review.
Keep my heart wide open. All I ask of you, baby, keep the fire burning. On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind. Pride, that's where I never thought it would matter.
If you've followed my channel at all, you know I haven't done a whole lot of reviews. So that means I don't really have a formula that I follow for this. But that's not going to stop me from building one and focusing on a few things. So, risking people thinking I'm just copying MKBHD, let's get right into this. So let's first talk about the reason I wanted this phone, the camera. It's rocking an 8 megapixel front and a 12.2 megapixel rear facing camera with an aperture of f1.8. This camera is a monster in the smartphone world. DxOMark gave it a score of 98, which at the time of its release was the highest of any smartphone, and to this day is still one of the highest and best camera phones. But those are just numbers. So here's a few actual pictures and videos so you can see for yourself. So the next most important thing to me at least is the battery life, and coming from the Nexus 6 to the Pixel XL, battery was above and beyond so much better. The Nexus 6's battery was terrible. While the phone has a 3520 milliamp hour battery, it's able to last a long time. So my phone right now, screen on time is at just under 4 hours, and it's been off of the charger for 13 hours and 40 minutes. Now, I could go over other battery stats, I could talk about the standby time and everything else, but nowadays, it's not really worth it. Most people, when they get home from work, they plug their phone in. They're more worried about the screen on time and how long their phone's actually gonna last throughout the day when they're actually using it. And realistically, right there, 4 hours worth of screen on time after it's been off the charger for 13 or 14 hours, and I still have 20% battery left at the end of the day. So next item to talk about is going to be the display. This guy right here. It is a 18:9 aspect ratio with a display resolution of, 2880 by 1440. It's not bad. All of that is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3, whatever the hell that means. It's a little bit harder. It can withstand a little bit more. I still have a tendency of breaking phone screens, so it's whatever. What do I think of this screen? Well, when I first got the phone, it was pre-update. By that I mean it's pre the 8.1 update where they fixed some of the screen stuff. So when I first turned on the phone, coming from the original Google Pixel and previous phones with OLED screens, it was extremely unsaturated. I went on, I turned on the vibrant mode, and it was a little bit better, but it still was lacking something. So when I finally updated the phone and got the new update, I was a lot happier. I personally still think a lot of people would prefer just a little bit more saturation, but I'm happy with it. I think it has pretty good color reproduction, and I have no complaints overall. Viewing angles are good. I see the little bit of the bluish tint that people complain about when I just do it at a certain angle vertically, but why do people care so much when 99% of the time you're looking at the phone straight on? You're not looking at it at weird angles or whatever else. So people are stupid. With this review, I'm looking at it as a real world usage example. People aren't going to be looking at their phone like this in day-to-day usage. So just stop. Talking about day-to-day usage, let's talk about the design and what people are actually going to be touching and feeling from a day-to-day standpoint. Now, I currently have the Google official cloth back thing on it. It's nice, it's built well, it feels big. I prefer a phone with no case on it, but again, I have a tendency of breaking my phones, so I keep a skin on it. Overall design of the phone. This is the Panda version with the color button on the side and black and white, and again, black front. I personally like the design. It's all aluminum and glass, and it feels good in the hand. It's not overly heavy, but it still has some bulk to it. It's nice and thin, but it's not too thin. It doesn't have any real flex to it. All the things people apparently care about. What do I care about? First off, the screen on the front of it. One thing that I noticed as soon as I got the phone was the bezels. The bezels on the front of it, the top and the bottom, house speakers. They're loud. I missed them since the Nexus 6. I appreciate them on this phone. I don't care about having those bezels because I have the speakers. Side bezels. Side bezels on this phone are some of the biggest on most new phones right now. That is my only one gripe about the front of this phone, at least, is the side bezels. I wish they were smaller. When I first got the phone and looked at it, I couldn't believe it. When I first looked at pictures, I was kind of dumbfounded. But over time, you get used to it. And thinking about it after the fact, when you have the squeeze on the side to activate Google Now, I get it. You got to have some space in the sides to have the sensors. Do I use this feature? Not really. It's just as easy to say, okay, Google. And for all of you people that I just activated your Google Now, you're welcome. Okay, next part of the design, let's look at the back of it. Fingerprint sensor, right here. It's got one, it's in the right spot. I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care for the Galaxy S series little tiny fingerprint sensor that they finally moved down to a better spot. This one, you pull it out of your pocket, you can feel the notch, the groove, the circle, whatever you want to call it. You know you're unlocking your phone when you're pulling it out of your pocket. It's nice and quick. It has no real delay to it. You pull it out, it's unlocked, it's done. If you don't like the fingerprint sensor, you can do lots of other things that Android offers, whether it be the facial recognition, whether it be smart unlock or whatever else. I kind of use all of them at the same time, minus the facial recognition. I don't really care for it. I don't want to include that potential vulnerability, so I have that disabled. Otherwise, I have the proximity, I have it connected to my smartwatch, I have it connected to Bluetooth and whatever else. So when I'm home, I don't have to unlock it. When I'm driving, I don't have to unlock it. Or if it's connected to my phone close, or my watch close by, I don't have to unlock it. Otherwise, simple enough, pull it out of your pocket, put your finger on there. By the time it's up to your face, it's already unlocked. All right, next part of the design that I dislike, or that I miss, or that I have problems with is the lack of a headphone jack. Yes, I still use normal headphones. I have quite a few pairs of headphones. I haven't jumped on the wireless Bluetooth headphone bandwagon yet. Since I use headphones most when I'm sitting down at home, I am able to use a dongle. When I'm at work, I'm able to use a dongle. The phone only comes with one dongle, which means I have to carry that dongle. How many more times can I say dongle? I have to carry that dongle with me wherever I go, if I want to use my headphones. Okay, now that I'm over the headphone rant, what else can we talk about? Software and experience. Well, the software and experience, it's running Android 8.0, or in my case, 8.0.1. It's a Google Pixel / Nexus device, whatever you want to call it, consider it. So it's going to be running the newest version of Android. I'm still waiting for the newest Android P developer preview to come out so I can start playing with that. But just like any Google Pure phone, it's going to get the newest updates. The experience on there, well, it's just like any other Pixel or Nexus phone. It's pure Android. It's the way that Google intends it to be, wants it to be, whatever. Call it what you will, call it what you want. I prefer this way. I use a pretty standard stock Google launcher. Nothing crazy about it. Nothing special with it. It's nothing to call home and tell all your friends about. It works. It does what I need it to do. My experience overall with the phone, well, I like it. I've had only one issue with the phone that doesn't really bother me that much. So when I go and actually unlock the phone, it sometimes flashes real bright. It puts a screen, just a white screen, 100% brightness, whatever else. It's annoying, it's a nuisance, but it doesn't cause any problems, and I'm probably gonna see if I can contact Google to get it fixed. That's my only real gripe with the phone, and other than that, I have zero problems with it. Last thing I'll cover is upgrading. Do I think this is a worthy upgrade from the Google Pixel and Pixel XL? Yes and no. The camera is awesome on this one. The front-facing speakers are definitely a good addition. Other than that, those are the only two things I would really consider if you're looking to upgrade. Do you want a better camera, and do you want front-facing speakers? The cameras on the original Pixel and Pixel XL are still very good, so don't think they aren't. Are they as good as this camera? No, but this camera is a year newer technology. It's better overall. But the original Pixel and Pixel XL were the phones that Google fixed all of the major problems with, and the camera was one of them, coming from the Nexus 6, 6P, 5X, whatever, to the Google Pixel. Google made them that much better. If you consume a lot of media in the form of music and YouTube or videos or games or whatever else, the front-facing speakers make it extremely nice, but if you want headphones, you're obviously going to have to deal with either a dongle or wireless headphones, which is a fun problem in and of itself. But again, that's all something that you're going to have to decide if it's good enough for you, if it's what you want, if you don't care about the shortcomings, and if you really don't care that much about the pitfalls and downfalls of the phone. So let's see, so far we've covered the camera, the battery, display, design, and software and experience. Sorry, I'm looking over at a board right there that I have stuff written down because I'm too poor and can't afford a teleprompter or other stuff like other YouTubers. I guess moving forward, when I do any reviews for phones or any other tech, I'll cover those same items and just keep on going with it. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you didn't like it, I really don't know why the hell you're still watching. If you want to see more similar content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and take a look at the rest of my videos. Otherwise, see you guys in the next one. Later. Boom, mother.